Hello, everyone. It's Melissa Faust from stampwithmelissa.com. And oh my gosh, I forgot that to put that on the bottom. There we go. Now you can see my name. Um, it is Melissa Faust from stampwithmelissa.com. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located in the great state of Minnesota. It is Tuesday, April 22nd, 2025, 5 p.m. Central Time, my local time, and we have some fun projects to do tonight featuring the Tags to Go bundle from Stampin' Up! Before I fully get started here, I just want to blab for a little bit to allow this to pop up into news feeds. And so, everyone can join us who wants to. Hi, Marva and Christine. I am so glad it is nice and warm where you are because it is here too. And I'm really excited about it. It is a beautiful spring day. We are at like 68 degrees. It's sunny. The windows are open. It's awesome. So I am loving it. But anyway, as you join me, please leave a comment and say hello. Let me know that you're watching. If you're watching on the replay, you can leave a comment as well. And I just want to make sure, I know it's just such a beautiful day. So I just want to make sure I'm in the right place because usually, there we go. Okay, so usually I have like a little eyeball counter right there and it like pops up and it didn't. And I was like, uh-oh, what's going on? But here it goes. Hello, Alicia. Hello, Kelly. I am so excited for you to join me. Hi, Mom. There we go. That's really, once my mom joins, I know it's live. Anyway, so we are going to make some fun cards tonight using the Tags to Go bundle from Stampin' Up. And I wanted to say happy after Easter. I hope you had a really lovely weekend with your family and friends. I sure did. My niece turned 10 2 Saturdays ago, and I like to give her an experience, her and my nephew. I like to give them an experience as part of their birthday gifts, and so she chose to go to the Mall of America, which is about 30 minutes from my house, so real nice and close. We go a few times a year. Hi, Leanne. Hi, Joan. And she wanted to go to the Crayola experience, so we got to we didn't make the crayons, but we got to put our own labels on crayons and put our own label on the label, or our own writing on the label. It was super cool. So I had never been before. And I do have to say, the people who work there are troopers because, it appeals more to younger kids for sure. But the smells of all the crayon wax and then the sounds and then kids running back and forth, I was like, oh my gosh, they are like saints. I could never do it. Kudos to them. Hi, Lene. It was awesome. And then we went over to the Rainforest Cafe for a dinner. It was at 3 or something we ate. So that was a lot of fun. And Saturday it was like Kylie weekend. I have to tell you, Russell was a real trooper through it all because she had a lot going on. But Saturday she had a little cheer competition or a cheer clinic at our University of Minnesota. And so then she got to do our U of M dance team I don't know all these things. They're going to an international competition or something, and they were the team from the US chosen to go, something like that. And so they were doing a showcase for the local, Twin Cities area. And so Kylie got to perform with her cheer clinic in a little routine during that. So that was really cool to go see. She got to be on the basketball court. It was pretty epic. And then of course Sunday we had Easter, which was very low key and incredible. So I hope yours was too. But anyway, all right. So I see that we've got more eyeballs here, so I know I can go ahead and get started. So why don't I go ahead? Let me first, if you watched last week, you saw I couldn't see comments on my phone, and it looks like it's still kind of the case. The most recent comment is hidden for me, but I can see a couple others. So if I look up a lot, that's why. But I'm going to hide that and spin down so you can see the desktop here. And then let me go back to my comment section there. Hi, Jennifer. So that we can go ahead and get started. So as I mentioned, this week we are playing with the Tags to Go bundle. This is a really fun set. If you participated in my Going Places mystery craft box that I did with Heidi Collins about a month ago, you've already gotten to play with this bundle a little bit or have it on your to-do list to make those projects. But this is a fun cling mount stamp set. We've got a fun set of dies, and these are found in the online exclusive section of the website, okay? So super fun set of dies there. So let me show you the cards we're going to make together tonight. Now, these are real fun and real not super overly simple. They've got lots of fun layers and things, but they are going to be pretty easy to come together because of the card kit you can get when you place an order in my online store this week. So if you do place that order, if you place an order of $50 or more before tax and shipping in my online store through this Friday, April 25th. Oh my gosh, I am so drawing a blank. 25th. I think it's the 25th. I had to quick count in my head. If you place that $50 order before tax and shipping by the end of the day, Friday, April 25th, I will send you these 4 card kits as a thank you gift from me. We are going to make them together tonight, so you are welcome to come back and watch the video when you're putting together your cards, or you can use the PDF that you'll get access to as well, okay? Now, I say $50 or more before tax and shipping, but if you have been, lurking around on social media, reading my email, things like that, you will know that starting tomorrow, Stampin' Up! Is offering free shipping on orders over $75. So I would highly recommend that. That is 11% savings. So in my mind, I say, what would I spend on shipping? And I put that into stuff on my wish list instead of paying shipping. So that will run. Free shipping will start at midnight Mountain Time tonight. Run tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday all day. So take advantage of that, place your order, get that in, and get your free shipping as well, okay? All right. Full disclosure also, I don't know where my brain is today, but it's on a walk somewhere. So if I sound a little like, what did she just say? That's why. I'm a little, not loopy. I'm not loopy, but I'm a little like discombobulated. My brain is just not, I don't know what's going on today. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, I think it's, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway. All right. So let's go ahead and pull out our first card kit here. We've got a basic black card base. You will have a basic black layer that is embossed with the mini corrugated 3D embossing folder. Look at how fun. And mini as in the corrugations are smaller, not actual, like it's not a mini folder. It's a regular size folder here. Let me show you. So it's actually it's not the biggest size folder that we have, but anyway, it's not mini like this. These are mini. That's a sneak peek too. You'll also have a pool party circle die cut from the Above It All or Around It All dies. Now I'm forgetting the name of that because that's today. You'll have a house punch. This was punched with the Humble Home Builder Punch out of Basic White. Thank you for sharing, Debbie, and hello, Teresa. And then you're also going to get some gold foil to die cut out 2 of those adorable keys, okay? All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to start. This one, we've got just the sentiment to stamp. These cards are really great for some quick stamping. So this is actually Tuxedo Black Memento ink, and I don't know if I've talked about this on a live video. I know I've talked about it, but my team member, Alicia Markford, came up with this idea. Well, she saw it somewhere, I'm pretty sure. I don't remember where, though. Yeah, it's a regular size folder, Joan. Thanks for helping me out. Anyway, so this is Tuxedo Black Memento ink. I took one of our uninked white ink pads. We sell those where you can get like the white refill to put in it. I have one for white ink, but you can take just the ink pad and I put in my Tuxedo Black refill into this instead. So I've been really liking how my images turn out. I don't have to do like the crisscross stamping and get those crosshatch marks in there. It's been really slick. So I've been loving that. And that's just a fun tip for you. So if you have some extra refill, check that out. Try to grab one of those uninked pads and try it out. I'm a fan. I've converted. All right, I am adding some seal to the back of my embossed piece, and we are going to layer this onto the basic black piece here. Go ahead and add that down, and this is fun. Listen. Isn't that fun? I just like the noise. Yes, I think it's such a fun idea too, and it definitely, I love how it stamps now, because with this, with the original ink pad, you've got like the different type of pad here. So you've got like that fabric in there. And so you got to like twist your stamp back and forth to get a good image. And now you don't. All right. We are going to grab our pool party circle. Can you tell my brain is like somewhere else? I couldn't tell you where it is though. I'm not thinking about anything else, but my brain is like shut off. Oh man, yeah. Alicia loves it too. Yeah. Alicia's who I got the idea from, and I kept saying, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. And I never did. And then I did, and now I love it. All right, I added some dimensionals to the back of our circle. Let's go ahead and add this center-ish to the card. Now these dies are really fun because it's not like a perfect circle. So you can kind of center it, but it's not symmetrical. So they're really kind of fun. So oh, and you're watching while eating in a restaurant. Well, kudos to you. That's loyalty right there. Yes, and don't worry about it. We will see you on the replay. But anyway, added some dimensionals to the back of our welcome home. And then we're going to take our cute keys here. And let me grab my silicone craft mat. And we are going to just add, you know, if I can get away with seal instead of liquid glue, I'm going to do it. So I just added some seal there, and we're just going to peek these like so. And I'm going to match up those keyholes there. Maybe a little less of a gap, right? Like that. And then this is Azure Afternoon twine. That's from the Pack Your Bags Twine Trio pack. So it comes with Azure Afternoon, Shy Shamrock, and Strawberry Slush, which is an upcoming in color. But I liked the Azure Afternoon with Pool Party. I don't know that I've ever paired these two colors together before, but I thought that was really pretty. So I'm just tying a cute little bow, finding my ribbon scissors here. And we'll trim off the excess, and then I'm going to grab my glue dots. And let me grab this too. I'm going to use my take your pick tool to just go ahead and add those right on the little keyhole there, just like that. All right, and then this one, these are the fun party dots, and there's these fun pool party ones here. So I think we're going to use those to match our circle, and then add a big and a small onto our card. And that's already card number 1. Look, this like turned out really great because my mind's gone somewhere else. And this week's cards, they are so easy peasy to put together, ready to go, ready to send in the mail. I just love it. So that is our first card. What do you think of that one? I think that one's fun. You're diehard fanning. I love it, Anne. Oh man, you crack me up. All right, so let's go. This is card number 2. This one I cased from my good friend Heidi Collins, and I thought it was just a really fun layout. So we're going to have some fun with this one as well. And I like this stamp set as well because the sentiments could be used for so many different reasons, right? You've got enjoy, you've got congrats, you've got a date field if you want to add a picture or make a scrapbook page. You've got your going places like, come on, graduation, moving, new job, a lot of different fun things there. So no, you're not going to have like your happy birthday or your thank you, things like that. But this is a really fun set to use for all of those other occasions, right? Far away but close at heart. Today marks an adventure. There's just so many fun things you can do with this set. So let's take a look at this card kit. I've got a Shy Shamrock card base. We've got a crushed curry layer. We've got lots of fun colors in here. This is a piece of the Going Places Designer Series paper. So there's the other side there. It's got the fun little, I was going to call them pinpointers. What are those called? The little markers. Are they just called markers? I don't know. Anyway, we're going to use this fun tag side. We've got a scrap of basic white, a strip here to do our sentiment. I previously die cut, so you're going to get a basic black piece to die cut out this fun tag. 2 more pieces here of that beautiful DSP, a Shy Shamrock and a Strawberry Slush piece. And oh, good. I love that. Joan says she needs a graduation card. Well, here you go. And then a small little strip here of crushed curry ink. Hi, Nancy. Thank you for joining. I know, aren't the colors so fun? All right, so we are going to start here with stamping, and I'm actually starting with the DSP, and I know it's kind of subtle, but that's kind of the point. So I'm going to grab my Pretty in Pink ink, and anywhere where we have these open areas on our tags, I'm going to stamp the cute little heart. Okay, now some of these spots are going to end up getting covered when we add that DSP in, but that's all right. We just want a little bit of extra love on our card, right? All the time, we want extra love. All right, so we've stamped that. We can close up our ink pad, and I'm just going to slide that out of the way. I've got my strip here of basic white, and we will grab our tuxedo black. By the way, to distinguish between the two, because they both will say white on the top, my white I just left, and actually the stickers that come with it are in black. So I added just the black sticker to the outside of my case so I can tell which one is black and which one's white. And obviously when you open it, you can tell, but you know, that's just the way that I thought would work for that. All right, so we stamped our sentiment. Close up our ink pad here, and then we're going to trim this down, and I'm going to use my trimmer. I feel like I have too many pieces. Something's going to get stuck on the trimmer. Let's scooch them to the side so we don't have that problem, right? Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm just going to, I stamped it crooked, so I need to cut it slightly carefully. Just kind of angle it a little bit. So I just kind of eyeball this and line it up in my track. Now I cut that first edge so it would be straight on the bottom of the word. So I know now that in the trimmer, it can go straight. Okay. And then I'm just going to trim off the rest here. And I am trimming out all 3 words. You're going places. How fun. I just think this is such a fun card. Okay, like so. And then places, I need to just trim down a smidge more because I have some extra space here on the side of the S. Just like so. Okay, all right. So we can move that out of the way. And let's go ahead and start adhering. So I am going to start with my DSP. Flip that over to the back side and add some seal. Uh-oh, I think we might run out of seal. We'll find out together. And we are going to layer this onto our crushed curry layer. Okay. Flip that over and add some seal. And then we are going to layer this onto our Shy Shamrock card base right in the center of that card front. Okay, and fold and burnish. Oh, I almost dropped my bone folder. Okay, so we've got those added. Next up, I'm going to add these 3 strips here. So on both of the pieces of DSP, I am going to run seal. But that piece of crushed curry is a little bit too tight even for me to try with an adhesive sheet, so we're not going to do that. We're going to use liquid glue for that one. And what I'm going to do is stick these down, and I'm kind of center-ish vertically, okay? Keeping in mind all of the pieces. And I'm not centering them all. I don't want them all to be like the same flush on the edges. I want them to be varying, so I am just kind of scooching them, you know, to and fro. All right, then we'll use our liquid glue here for our little crushed curry strip. And these are all the same length. So they're all 4 inches long. But like I said, depending on where you adhere that, you can get kind of a different look here. Like so. And I think that looks kind of fun. All right, so we've got those added. We're going to take our tag now, our basic black tag. And I've got my Shy Shamrock ribbon. So I'm going to cut maybe like 3-ish inches. We really don't need much. You can cut more if you need a little extra. And then I've got my basic white twine. Now look at how sad that is. I mean, it's happy, right? Like you can tell I love this stuff. But it's sad because I have none left. Like I'm out now. So that's that. But anyway, I can tell you, I'm just using the rest. But this is about 8¼ inches. So yeah, but you know, it's all personal preference on how much twine you want for tying your bow. Okay, and I am just going to feed this Shy Shamrock ribbon. Now it is like a frayed ribbon, so it does kind of unravel. So I did twist it so that I could get it through the tag, the hole in the tag. Okay, and I will cut off those edges, but let's tie this on first. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my snips and just lay them on here so that things don't move. Actually, let's lay them on the Shy Shamrock ribbon just to help hold that down. And I'm just going to tie a bow around the ribbon with my white baker's twine. All right. And then I can scooch that once we've got that knot done, right? And just adjust the edges. And that actually turned out pretty good. I don't think we need to trim the edges of the twine, but we are going to do the edges of the Shy Shamrock ribbon because it does fray when you try to feed it through that hole. Okay. All right. So we've got that guy, and we can go ahead and add some dimensionals to the back. And then we are going to pop this up onto the card over kind of towards the right How cute is that? All right, so then on these 3 sentiment pieces, I'm going to use my mini dimensionals just because of how skinny I cut the sentiment. It's a little bit, I think it'll be a little too tight to add like a full-size dimensional in. So I'm just going to use my minis and peel off the backings. And then we're going to go ahead and add these to our tag. Now our tag is slightly slanted, right? But I want the sentiment to be a little bit more straight. So you're going places. Cute. How fun is that? All right, for this one, we are going to finish it off with some neutral matte dots. I am going to use my last 2 of the black ones here. Can you tell I have a really nice order to go in tomorrow for free shipping? I am running out of things and I need to place an order. So anyway, I know several of you are in that same boat. All right, but there is our second card. I love this one. And if you don't have those neutral matte dots, you need to add them to your cart tomorrow too, because they're some of my favorites. All right, so there is card number 2. Let's go on then to our third card. And this one is really fun because I am using Strawberry Slush for our card base. Now, Strawberry Slush is not a color that you can get yet as a customer, but it is a color available to demonstrators. That's because it is a new in color coming out on May 6th, and demonstrators get to pre-order. So I have Strawberry Slush cardstock. I've got enough for anyone who wants to place that order for the class to go this week. So you will get Strawberry Slush in your kit a couple weeks earlier than like its public debut, or however you want to say it. So kind of exciting. I love this color so much. Strawberry Slush and Secret Sea are really great colors. I really like all of them this round, but those 2 I can tell are going to be my favorite fast. All right, so for this card, we've got a Strawberry Slush card base. We've got a piece of DSP. Of course, we've got some Strawberry Slush in this pattern. There's the other side there. They're kind of like note cards that you can cut out that are really pretty. We've got a scrap or a square here of basic white. We've got a square of more of that DSP, super pretty. This reminds me of like a French town. I don't know, maybe it's just like the keys, but that's why. We've got a basic black circle that is die cut out of, nope, not die cut. It's punched out of the 2 3/8 inch circle punch. Joan, you already have Strawberry Slush. I love it. Yes, it is a returning in color. I want to say I've been a customer now for 10 years, a demonstrator for 9, but a customer for 10. And Strawberry Slush, I believe, was an in color when I started shopping Stampin' Up, but I never bought it. So it went out like really soon after I started shopping. So I did not have Strawberry Slush. So I was pretty excited to get it, to play with it. It's a beautiful color. So, all right, then you will also have a basic white die cut from the Everyday Arches dies. We're going to stamp our sentiment on that. And then I also die cut out, and you'll have the cardstock for this. I die cut out some of those fun tags out of Pumpkin Pie, Crushed Curry, and Shy Shamrock cardstocks. So you will have the cardstock to die cut those out. And I just thought they'd be kind of fun as like a little like artistic kind of pattern. I don't know. I know you know what I mean. Or you will. Anyway, so we are going to stamp Today Marks an Adventure. That's our sentiment. We are stamping that in Tuxedo Black Memento ink. And I'm getting my head over that, so I apologize if it was in the way. But I just want to stamp that right on our Everyday Arches die. Okay, so we've got that. Super cute. And that's all the stamping. So we can go ahead and start adhering now. So I'm going to take that larger piece of DSP and add some seal to the back. And add this to our card front, okay? All right, then we can go ahead and fold and burnish. And then I'm going to take that basic white. Let me flip these, right? Flip them upside down. We're going to add seal to the basic white square and our DSP square. And then I'm going to adhere these down. Now I am going to make the basic white square a little bit crooked there. If you don't want to make yours crooked, these do line up. You can tell that's a mat there. So you could mat them. I did do that intentionally to make sure that that was possible if you didn't want to kind of cockeye them. Okay. All right. Then I've got my basic black punched circle here. We're going to add some dimensionals to the back. And peel off those backings. And then we're going to put this on the center, in the center of our DSP here, which is kind of centered in the card, but you know, it's a little bit up. So I went with the center of the DSP. Then grab a couple more dimensionals here. We're going to put them on the back of the Everyday Arches die. Peel off those backings, and then I'm going to stick this on the center of our circle. And then we're going to take these die cut pieces, and I'm just going to run some seal on the back. And then we're going to take our pumpkin pie, and I want to hide the tag holes because we're not going to use these as actual tags. So I'm going to take this one, and you can see I just pull it up to tuck it in. And I thought this one looked so cool because it kind of matches our arch. So I really liked the look of that. Take that Shy Shamrock one, the circle here, and tuck that in. And then we're going to take this fun crushed curry piece and tuck that in over here. Now I am going to just use a dimensional. This is, you don't have to do this, it's optional, but just taking a dimensional here on the back of my, maybe on the back of my Take Your Pick tool, trying to get that backing off. There we go. And I'm just going to sneak this under our pumpkin pie piece just to help support that. Okay, just like that. And you could add one up here under the crushed curry piece as well, but I think that that's all right. All right, then I'm going to use this beautiful 1/4 inch white ribbon. This stuff is so easy to make bows with. I love it. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to tie a bow. It is just really, really easy to work with. And you could even use your Stampin' blends to color on this to make this ribbon whatever color you want it to be, which I love. Okay, but don't forget, you got to let it dry before you go to adhere it down, because otherwise things are going to get inky. All right, we are going to stick that onto a glue dot and grab my Take Your Pick tool here. Pick that guy up and set that right there. So cute. I love, love, love that ribbon so much too. So, all right, then I've got the low profile dots. We've got these fun pink ones. So I thought these would tie in really well with the DSP. We're going to grab one big one right there, one little one right there, and let's do another big one right over here, just like that. And that is card number 3. What do you think of this one? I think that's so fun. Today marks an adventure. I like the keys in the background because some do look like car keys. Some look like, you know, the Lovelock bridge. Some look like those types of keys. Some look like house keys. You know, a lot of different fun sentiments here. So that is a super fun one. Let's go on to our 4th and final card. This is actually the first card I designed for this week's projects. And I really like the look of this one too. It's very simple, very clean. And it says life's detours are better with you, which I think is just so sweet. Who wouldn't love to receive a card like that? Okay, so we've got a thick, basic white card base. We've got a piece of the beautiful DSP. There's the other side, another strawberry slush pattern there. But this side I thought was so fun with our little, oh my gosh, words. I just had it. The markers that tell you where to go. Map, camera, globe, pictures. I love it. I think that's just so cute. We've got a basic black layer here. That's going to be our mat for our Shy Shamrock strip. You will have some basic white cardstock to die cut out this fun tag, and we're going to stamp on that. And then you're going to have some Azure Afternoon, pumpkin pie, and basic black cardstock to die cut out these 3 fun keys. So let's go ahead. We'll start with stamping. Oh, excuse me. You know. Okay, so let's start with stamping. We've got our Tuxedo Black Memento ink to start, and I've got Life's Detours Are Better With You. Ink that up, and this is going to go on that top section of the tag. So there's a little perforated mark in there, which is super cute. It's like the ticket stub, right? Just go ahead and stamp that. Close up our Tuxedo Black ink. And then we are going to use the heart again. So I'm going to grab out my chamois real quick and grab our heart. We use this on our second project with the Pretty in Pink ink. And we want to use it now with Azure Afternoon. Aren't these colors just so fun from the DSP? I love them together. Ink up that heart, and that's going to go on the bottom. Because, of course, if it says life's detours are better with you, you need a heart. That's just my thought anyway. Okay, so we've got that guy, and we can go ahead and start adhering this together. So I'm going to start with that Shy Shamrock piece. Add some seal on the back. And layer this onto the basic black piece. Now it's going to line up left to right. And have a little margin on the top and the bottom. All right, flip that over and add some seal. Oh my gosh, I am so close to running out. I'm curious to see if I make it or not. I don't know. This is your favorite tag from the bundle. I know I like this one a lot too, Alicia. All right, and then I'm just going to lay this down. I'm leaving maybe, what is that? About 5/8 of an inch at the bottom. I don't think it super matters. You can kind of pick and choose where you want. Oh, there we go. We're out. I almost made it. I got so close. All right. Let's refill here. My nose itches so much. Probably because we have all the windows open because it's so nice out. But that means it's like allergy season. Oh, my nose is itching. Anyway. Okay. And now I can't. Come on. This bag does not want to open. All right. So what we're going to do instead, so I can't get it open, we're going to cut it open. That has never happened to me before. It's probably just because I'm on live. All right. Grab our new seal refill and our case here. And then I'm just going to roll that to the start. And we are back in business. Okay. All right. Add this to our card front. I'm centering it left to right, but I'm raising it up towards the top of our card more. We've got more white space at the bottom than the top. Go ahead and fold and burnish like so. And then we're going to take our cute little tag here, and I'm going to add a couple of dimensionals to the back. Peel off those backings and adhere this to our card. And I'm going to put it towards the left-hand side because we're going to sneak these keys in. And I am using liquid glue for the keys. Now, adhesive sheets would be a really great option for these as well. But you know what? We're going to test our luck. I have to tell you, I was filming the reel for this card. My liquid glue went absolutely everywhere. And I was like, come on, really? But you know how it goes sometimes, right? All right, so we've added that one. Add our pumpkin pie. We totally could have put seal up here, but that's okay. We're already committed. And stick this guy down here. And then this is such a cute little tiny itty bitty little key here. And we are going to try our best to add just a smidge of glue. Come on, there we go. I was trying so hard not to squeeze too much. And add that guy right there. Okay. All right. Then we just have to finish this one up with some cute embellishments. These are the sparkle gems. Super fun. So we're going to use the black ones because, of course, then they have a little bit of sparkle. Each of the embellishments in this pack are a little bit different from each other. So some have more glitter, some have less. But they are so beautiful and so shiny. I love them. All right. And that's our fourth and final card. Yeah, tree pollen count is high. I know. You don't know why they put a closure on the glue tape because who's going to put it back in there? I know, Joan. I think it's because it's exposed adhesive. So if they didn't have it closed off, and it came out of that packaging, then it could just go everywhere and unroll. And I think that's why. I don't know why it's resealable, but it's all good. They must have figured out that was the best way to package it. I don't know. Anyway, so that is our fourth and final card. What do you think of this one? I think it is so super fun. So let me bring in all four of the cards. You tell me which one is your favorite. I think this one is my favorite. I don't know. I just love all the layers. I love all the DSP on it, but I really like each of these cards so much. So thank you so much for watching. As a reminder, if you want these card kits as a free thank you gift from me, I'm happy to send them to you if you place an order of $50 or more in my online store by the end of the day this Friday, April 25th. $50 before tax and shipping. I will send these to you, and I'll get them in the mail next Tuesday, April 29th. So you'll have them pretty soon. What else? I have lots of fun things coming up. So I do want to flip back here to just my face for a minute. There we go. Oh, Joan agrees with me. She likes number 2. And Alicia likes all of them. And Teresa likes all of them. My mom likes all of them. Yeah, I know. I like them all too. But don't forget, free shipping starts tomorrow. And I also wanted to remind you, if you get my email newsletter, you would have seen on the calendar that I have a fun new class that opens registration tomorrow as well. It is called the Summer Creative Escape. All of the details are going to come out to my email list tomorrow, so make sure you are on that. Newsletter.stampwithmelissa.com if you're not already, or you can click the link in the description of this video to head over and make sure you sign up. It's totally free to be on my email list, and you can stay up to date on all the classes, all the specials, all the new stuff, all of that fun stuff. Yeah. And what else did I want to share? Oh, next Tuesday, April 29th, my live video will be 1 hour earlier. So we will start at 4 p.m. Central Time instead of 5. My sweet niece Kylie starts her soccer season. Well, she's already started practice, but they start their games next week, and I don't want to be late for it. So I am just moving up my live next Tuesday 1 hour so that I can make sure I get there to support her. So thank you for your understanding, and I hope you'll be able to join me. But if not, the replay is always available as well. So, all right. I think that's all I have to share with you today. Oh, and product share registration opens on Friday for the new annual catalog as well. So lots of fun things going on. May is going to be a super exciting month. And so I hope you're ready for it, because here we go. All right. Thanks so much again for joining me, and I will catch you next time. Bye for now.